Imagine a game where you're not just a soldier, you're a walking weapon, equipped with a high-tech nanosuit that lets you turn invisible, deflect bullets, or punch through walls. That's the power of Crysis Remastered. Originally released in 2007, this iconic shooter was rebuilt in 2021 with improved visuals and performance. Right now, you can grab the PC version for just €5.45 on Instant Gaming, link in the description. The lowest recorded Steam sale was €11.99. In Crysis Remastered, you play as Nomad, a member of an elite military unit dispatched to the Lingshan Islands. What starts as a straightforward rescue mission quickly escalates into a battle against North Korean forces and mysterious alien invaders. The game's narrative mixes military action with science fiction, keeping you engaged from start to finish. One of the standout features is the Nanosuit, which grants you abilities like strength, speed, armor, and cloaking. This suit allows for a flexible playstyle, whether you prefer sneaking past enemies or engaging them head-on. The open-ended level design complements this flexibility, encouraging exploration and creative problem-solving. There are also tons of destructible environments. You can punch through a wall and then shoot every enemy inside, making combat feel dynamic and satisfying. For me, it always ends the same though. I start stealthy, sneaking in from a certain angle, but within seconds, I switch to strength mode to punch out a few enemies, then swap to armor mode to take out the rest. That's mostly just me being too impatient. A full stealth playthrough is possible. The fact that the game lets you approach fights however you want makes it rewarding. It also sells the power of the nanosuit really well. You actually feel like a super soldier, but without the game becoming too easy. Visually, Crysis Remastered has been updated with high-resolution textures, improved lighting, and support for ray tracing. At launch, the game had tons of technical issues, but since then, Crytek has patched it multiple times, and now it runs great. Even the CPU bottlenecks that plagued the original seem mostly fixed. However, compared to later Crysis games, this version still feels a bit less smooth to play. The biggest remaining drain on FPS is if you turn up the draw distance. A bigger issue is that the enemy AI is still quite dumb, which can take away from the immersion. The game is also available on PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. Performance varies across these platforms, however, even on the Switch it runs well, and it does have 60 FPS on Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. In conclusion, Crysis Remastered still offers a unique experience where you can be a real super soldier. Playing with the nanosuit's abilities is satisfying and gives a sense of freedom that most other shooters don't offer. Performance has been cleaned up, although the AI is still weak and the gameplay isn't as smooth as later Crysis titles. Have you played Crysis Remastered? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'll be covering Crysis 2 and 3 Remastered as well, so like and subscribe so you don't miss them. Regardless, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.